Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else in between. Welcome back to Rocket Underground, week number 4. My name is Maple, and joining me in the booth for the very first time, Sinful Envy. Sinful, how the hell are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Out here enjoying the games, been playing all day with everybody, and now ready to actually see some series go down, see some actual early playoff implications. It's crazy how we're halfway through a season already almost. So being able
Yeah,
to see that and the pressure on the players, chef's kiss.
I love it. I love it. And this is the stuff I live for, right? As we start to get into things now, you're talking about we're going to have the AL Hydra and the Warlocks playing today. Playoff implications are this. Right now, the Hydra in the Mythic division in Apprentice League have a 4-game positive differential over the Shadow, and the Warlocks are 0. Or sorry, they have a 4-game over the Warlocks. I apologize. So this is an opportunity for the Warlocks to either take second place, potentially take second place, and be only maybe 1 game away from the Hydra, or it's an opportunity for the Hydra to come in and just set themselves way apart because they're already in first, but really grow that game differential. So looking tonight to see if the Hydra are going to be able to seal the deal and keep themselves in a great spot here in the Mythic division.
Another interesting fact here, because of the game differential, it is actually possible for the Warlocks after this game to go anywhere from first to last in their division.
Right. You know what? I absolutely wasn't thinking, and you're right. Because of the fact that we obviously need negative in there as well, they can actually get up to first. Because if they 3-0, that's a 6 points swap, and that's huge.
Yeah,
That would put them into first.
Crazy series here coming from essentially a number 1 seed and a number 3 seed that could completely change the way that division looks.
Yeah, for sure, right? And some excellent players here on both teams. The Hydra FM'd here by Devi, and or Jimmy, as most people know him by. And on this team, we've got Jed Tarrant, who I believe is playing tonight, Reflect Alpha, Preston Dew, and Fiji Water. And remember, folks, always buy Fiji Water. Who's on the Warlocks, my friend?
So it looks like on the Warlocks, we are looking at in the current system, they're going to have Brisk and Legend Humble on the field. I believe Brisk is half of their star players. Their team is mainly revolved around Brisk and Quilly. Looks like Quilly's not going to be on the field for this one. So we'll see how they hold up whenever they're playing 1/2 of their star lineup.
Well, let's see how it goes. The game is set. We are ready today to watch. And as that countdown starts, we've got 2 players, Reflect TV and Brisk, who are on the diagonals, and the Hydra quickly taking control of the ball here as they keep it in the Warlocks end, already getting started. And Jed Tarrant puts it into the corner, but a good defensive play by Legend Humble, and Reflect TV is going to put that ball into the corner. It's going to drop down a waterfall a little bit. Good defense by Brisk, and Jed Tarrant there, though, good rotations, able to keep pushing that ball, but Legend Humble going to try and get this out now. Along the left-hand wall, has the ball on the top of their car. Oh, and a great play there. Kills that right away, and now the Hydra onto the offense and just barely missing that top corner. Jed Tarrant, though, going to turn, challenge Brisk. Brisk gets it right over with a great play there. Now, up. Oh, no! Legend Humble had pretty much a wide open net and unable to put it in. And Sinful, we're now going to be about a minute in. What do you think of the play so far, buddy?
I think they're actually looking what I would say is surprisingly equal. The reason I would say it that way is because if we actually were to look at the teams, Brisk and Humble are setting at kind of the midfield, the 6.5, 6 south, and then Hydra as well, fielding Reflect and Jed, who are both actually 6 sows. So being slightly under salary, which doesn't sound like much as a half a salary difference, but with a 1.5 salary difference in the entire league, that half a salary is massive to be able to give that up. But to be able to keep it competitive while being slightly undergunned, so to speak, really shows that these players can step up and play above their salary. We'll see if
Yep.
the Warlocks can actually hold them off or if they're going to crumble in the end there.
Well, let's find out here. Brisk deflecting that ball back, but Reflect TV is going to be there. Tries to pass it out. Little bit of a miss there. Jed Terran has an opportunity off the backboard. Not going to do it. Legend Humble, though, pushes the ball down the other side. Legend Humble on top of his car. Can't quite get it on net, though. Great play. What a better save there by Jed Terran. Incredible already. And wow, this play so far back and forth, but some exciting opportunities for both teams already, Sinful.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the high-flying aerial offense that Brisk is known for. Humble showing some great ball control, but the Hydra just showing that absolute indomitable will. They are not giving up. They are not being just threatened or absolutely manhandled by any of these mechanics that the Warlocks players are known for. So they're actually making the Warlocks fight for everything that they're getting, and they're still unable to actually put the ball in the goal.
Yeah, that is actually what's been incredible. And you're right, like Brisk known for that good play, but for that good mechanical skill rather. Oh, good move there by Jed Terran, but Legend again coming in clutch on the defense. Now Brisk up on the right-hand wall, going to try and get that ball up. Puts a shot on. Reflect TV there, though. Good enough to get it there. So Reflect going to hit that ball, but Legend Humble hits it back in, and Jed Terran right there behind, and some more great positioning here by the Hydra. And there is the first goal, as Reflect is there for a great pass from Jed. And now 1-0 lead with only about 1:42 left. It took a lot longer to get the first goal than I kind of thought it was going to take.
Yeah, and another great thing to point out with the Hydra there is they actually used the back wall. At this level of play, a lot of the play seems to just work through the corner. So to see them kind of cut that off and just go straight to the back wall, and they're just going to shut me up right there.
Well, my friends, that's Brisk, baby. What a beautiful goal here. Brisk going to put it off the backboard, or off the corner rather, comes right out front and grabs his own pass. So passing a shot from the same player, something we see often here in Rocket League, and the game is now tied up. That lead didn't last very long, Sinful. What do you think the Hydra need to do here in order to try and get it back quickly?
Honestly, I think the Hydra's biggest selling point that they're going to have for their offense is going to be that teamwork. They seem to be doing really well, just being able to keep the ball between the two and kind of keep the pressure up. The rotations are strong. What they're going to have to do as well is to not give up that offensive pressure as Brisk puts it in again and says, hey, I don't care who's on my team. Iced tea is the superior drink.
I love it, man. And listen, I actually like Brisk iced tea as well. So I've been sitting here trying to find a way to say, ooh, that's Brisk, baby. And I was able to say it. 2-1 lead for the Warlocks. I'm a little surprised because the teams have been so evenly matched, but the Warlocks definitely have some great mechanical ability, and that's really what came out on that last play. Ball, though, Legend Humble is going to hit that off the corner and look for their own rebound. Not quite able to get it now. And the Hydra putting that ball into the Warlocks' end. A little bit of a mistake by Legend Humble, and the Hydra going to try and capitalize. Jed not able, though, as Brisk was out and early to that challenge. Excellent idea, because the earlier you can get out, the better. Now Brisk going to hit that off the wall. That is on target, but Reflect TV going to put that out. I keep saying TV, and it's TTV. All right. Oh, and a swing and a miss. Reflect, though, has the ball. Quick flick over. What a goal.
And this is part of that teamwork, being able to have two players able to kind of pass the ball back and forth. Jed leaves the ball. Reflect picks it up right there. Makes the shadow defender in an awkward spot because they couldn't expect a snapshot anymore.
Yep.
And then if you got two options, they have to 50-50 guess at best.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's the thing, right? Like, sometimes what you're doing is you're forcing the play. This is why I say, like, challenging early is usually a good thing, because you're trying to force the other team to have to make a decision quickly. And at this level of play, making quick decisions usually isn't going to end up being the best decision. But as the timer counts down, another shot onto the Warlocks net from the Hydra, not able to put it in. The clock is at 0, and as it touches down, game number 1 goes to overtime.
And now we were talking about the pressure, the nerves, being playoff implications to go from potentially first or last. and he just got a flip reset off of that. I can't even do that. But this is where it sets in. Game 1, overtime. It's gonna be a series. There's no easy wins.
Well, I'm glad for that, though, because I think that means that we are all in for a treat as this series hits overtime in game number 1. Now, Brisk going to try and get that into the Hydra end, but Reflect does a good job getting the ball kind of out to middle. But Legend takes that ball. Jed Terran, though, up. Oh, and here's a shot from Reflect on net, and a great save, but a double commit for the Warlocks. They're not going to get punished as Jed kind of backs off. Puts that ball into the far corner. Now, Legend is going to hit it out. Let's see. Oh, good challenge by Legend again, putting that ball back into the Hydra end, and the Warlocks are hungry here, Sinful, as the clock hits a minute of overtime already.
It's looking like the Warlocks are still kind of favoring the mechanics or the corner play, which is half of what we expect to see at this league at all. And there's another shot on net there. But the Hydra is still just holding strong. They're using their rotations, using their teamwork, and just challenging the Warlocks. Come at us. Make them beat you. Don't just give them the ball. And I think that's the biggest thing for the lower levels is possession. Once they figure that out, it's just tough for it to be beaten.
Well, and once they figure that out, they tend to quickly get into Journeyman League, which really, I mean, that's the next level, right? But the possession game is so important, and you know, you talk about it, you know it. I mean, we've played together lots today, right? And that possession game, I mean, again, that's where players are going to start to really push forward. And a nice passing play attempt there for the Hydra. I really like that and respect that because in Apprentice League, we don't see a lot of passing plays, do we?
Oh no! Oh, there it is! There it is! The overtime, the pressure, the nerves. They cracked. They cracked.
You know what? First crack that we've seen. Brisk with a really great pass and Reflect not able to get in the right position. Jed, just the challenge unsuccessful. Game number 1 going to the Warlocks about a minute and a half into overtime. Wow. Like, I think this was a great first game. And the players, as you can see here on the screen, I mean, 700 points and 537. It's not like it was a crazy carry. It was just some excellent play here by both of the members of the Warlocks.
Yeah, it's overall good. You're looking at assists, saves, shots across the board, almost a 50-50 split on the shots. Like,
yep. Numbers
don't lie. They played well. The numbers say they play well as a team, even though they typically lean into the solo plays.
Yeah, I think Hydra, they played. Sorry, go ahead.
The Hydra, a little bit more one-sided. I think they're still kind of leaning into those team plays, and they're figuring out everything. But I think once they get everything locked up, then the Warlocks are going to be in even more trouble if they're already in overtime.
Absolutely agree with that, actually, because individual plays are fine. Mechanics are great, but that's generally not going to be enough to win and move forward, right? So what we want to try and see is, I mean, the Hydra should, if they continue with their team plays and just working together, they should be able to win. They should be able to get a couple of games out. But let's find out as we head here into game number 2. It's the Warlocks and the Hydra. And here we go. Jed and Brisk on the diagonals. A great win there for Brisk. Now, the Hydra have the ball, but Humble is going to come in. Let's see if he tries to put the ball up and over, but it goes to the side a little bit. So that first little bit of kind of mechanical... Big bangs.
The demo?
Big bangs.
Oh. I love the physical play, especially at this level. It's so much harder for players to get their bearings coming out of that respawn. And it is... Oh,
nice try. Oh, no. Huge mistake here. And let's see Humble able to capitalize. First goal going to go to the Warlocks because of an overcommitment by the Hydra.
Yeah, if they had got it, it definitely would have sent a message that they were here to play, and it wasn't going to be easy. Instead, they end up looking like fools.
Well, listen, I don't know about... Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they kind of do look a little bit like that, right? So important not to overcommit. And I know, because I do it all the time and I get punished for it. Overcommitment is really, really tough for players to kind of just figure out, because instinctively we go, oh, I can get this, and away you go. But in that case, a great example of why you don't want to do it. Let's see if the Hydra are going to be able to bring this back. As Brisk now in the Hydra and working a shot, but a great save by Reflect. Reflect now going to clear it out. A little bit of a dump and chase type activity off the corner. Ball goes out. Oh, Humble almost accidentally own goaling, but clears it across instead. Now going to go up is Reflect, going up. Able to get a piece of that. Now let's see, are we going to see an attack here as Reflex got the ball? Now starting to move forward, not a lot of boost, and Humble just kind of waiting there patiently. Jed though up. Now here's the problem again, both Hydra players were pretty deep into the other end, Sinful. I think that if the Hydra want to win, they're gonna have to stop being so darn deep in, hey?
Yeah, I think if they start relying on their team play, kind of allowing the ball to move where it needs to, like that right there, the great little pass. They weren't both in the same corner or anything, you know, necessarily remotely near each other. I think if they were to kind of worry about spacing and then making sure they have constant pressure on the ball, then they'll start to see a significant increase in their overall offensive capabilities.
Agreed. Yep, absolutely agreed. And it sounds like your little guy agrees as well. And everybody, we've got a treat today. Sinful's cute little guy is also joining us. So make sure you have a look. He's there to say hi as he watches his dad cast for the very first time.
He's loving the demos, loves watching physical play, likes watching the cars go boom. So he'll start laughing all the time when he hears that.
Takes after his dad, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That's a good back wall hit. Oh, Humble with a great little touch.
Yeah, that was actually, I was going to say that. That was a really good touch to help them maintain, to try and keep that in and keep pressure on. Reflect now, going to try and hit that ball, and does. Gets it out a little bit, but Humble there. What a shot from Humble. A great read, and the Warlocks now up by 2. Still lots of time for the Hydra, though, to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily make the change, but it does look like from the outside looking in that the Warlocks are probably a little bit quicker in the air. So it may be worth them trying to adjust that and kind of keep the ball more grounded. It may allow them to kind of force the Hydra out of their element.
I think so too, and Humble just had all sorts of space and able to get another goal. And again, just not in the right positions, caught out, and unfortunately player going for boost instead of kind of veering towards the net and flipping a few times. All right, Reflect has the ball. Now going to try and get it into the other end, but Brisk there to stop that from going on. And the Warlocks looking for goal number 4 here and going to find it. Great pass out from Brisk, and Humble says, hey, that's an easy dish. I'll take it all day long.
Humble with 4 out of 4 goals in this game. All 4.
Now, I know it looks like he's carrying, but Brisk has actually done a good job with some bumps and stuff, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game. It's just not typical, you know, to see four goals for one single person in a game. And he's also shooting 100% right now. 4 out of 4. Anything he's putting on net is just going in. He is an absolute trigger man right now.
Trigger man indeed, but Brisk wants to get in on the goals too and is able to do so here and just honestly cleans up, right? Good support player, and that's what's changed in this game. The last game they were very even. They were both doing stuff. Yeah, that's right, buddy. We love to see those demos.
We got some physical play on the kickoff. Let's see if... Okay, it does look like the Warlocks are able to get possession out the end of it here.
Oh, look at that. The Warlocks trying to get that ball in, and a double commit again from the Hydra means that Brisk is able to take some time as both the other players are stuck in the far corner. Really good play by the Warlocks, who are just turning it on and making sure that the Hydra know who the boss is.
I think the Warlocks are trying to go to some warmer temperature, a little bit of a different subclimate. I think they're, you know, got their bags packed. They're waiting in line. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, we'll know if that's the case, if truly that goal maybe gets, if there's either an own goal by the Warlocks or the Hydra are able to get one pretty confidently. And let's see how that goes. Ball kind of free out right now. But You know, again, Humble just keeping it in. Now, Reflect, though, going to make sure that ball is not quite as easy to get to. Pushing it out into the other end. Goes for a 50, but Brisk there for that 50. Does a great job. And Jed forced to retreat into his other end as they try and get that ball out once again. Brisk, though, says, nope, staying here and keeps it in. Really good play here. Oh, Reflect, though, putting it in on the other end. And Brisk gonna get an own goal.
There it is.
6-1, one more. And then, my friends, we can all ole, ole, ole as we all go to Brazil.
See, I told you, they're setting it up. They are setting it up.
They still got to finish, though. That's the key.
Yeah, we'll see. They've done pretty well finishing their own goals there, and then also the own goal. So
all the goals, the goals today here, or all the goals in this game, scored by the Warlocks. They're looking for it. Oh, they're not going to get it though, I don't think. And all right, my friends, game number 2 goes to the Warlocks. A 6-1 dominant performance as the Warlocks start to speed up a little bit, and the Hydra, although some good team plays, it just looks like Jed's just a little bit slower and not quite winning the 50s and not quite getting the touches that they need. Reflect doing everything that they can, that's for darn sure, but Humble and Brisk just able to absolutely dominate that game.
Especially even looking at the actual numbers, you have 2 shots from the Hydra total and 2 shots from the Warlocks. So everything they had was on net, including the 1 shot that the Warlocks put on themselves. Yeah. So
sorry. Look, I'm not laughing at them. It's just the way that you're saying it is funny. And it's true, right? 8 shots to 2 shots. I mean, it's a huge difference. And so it's unfortunate that that's the way it's going to go, but look, we're going to get moving here forward. Game number 3. This is a huge opportunity for the Warlocks. And, you know, the Warlocks do this. This is huge, right? This puts the Warlocks, I believe you said this puts the Warlocks into first place. And so that is, I think it puts them into second place, doesn't it?
Nope. If they 3-0, it's first place.
Okay. Oh, right, because of the negative
Hydra
on the
will
other
go
side.
The Hydra will go down to a 1-game differential, and the Warlocks will go up to a positive 3.
That's right. Yeah, so you know what? A great job here by the Warlocks. They definitely want to try and close this out as quickly as they can. Jed going to put that up the wall, and now Brisk going to be here. Great block by Jed, getting in the way, though. Demo coming in from Brisk. More physical play, and the little man is appeased for now.
All right, we're looking. Oh, that's a risky save. Risky save. It pays off, but it was risky. Now they've left an open net. Can the Hydra capitalize?
Hey, listen, it's not that risky, is it? I mean, it's not like I scored on us today a few times doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, just 12 times or so. The blow play just gets right up next to it, like he's gonna pop it, and then just goes across.
Yep, no, that was a really smart play by Legend, able to just come in and get that first goal. The Warlocks back to where they started. Now, let's see how this goes. Legend Humble and Jed Tarrant on the kickoff. Reflex going to try and get in there, but the ball still just kind of sitting there on the Hydra side. No real challenge yet, as there's not enough boost in any player's tanks. Legend, though, little tap. Great save by Jed. That one was fantastic, and hopefully Jed says, you know what, I love the way that felt, and keeps pushing hard. But another demo by Brisk, and Jed now can't leave the net. Brisk puts it out front, gets the demo. Legend didn't think it was going to happen. Now off the backboard, no! Corner and out, and Brisk jumps right past that ball, and the Warlocks wasting what was ultimately an open net and a great opportunity, Sinful.
And you can tell that the Hydra are starting to kind of look for those demos too. Whenever Reflect had the ball, he had it dribbling, and he started preemptively flicking just because he could tell that Brisk was going to be coming. So
and that's what you want to do.
That mind game is there.
Mm-hmm. That's the Sinful tactic.
Exactly. I'm loving to see somebody else other than myself using it.
Well, now I know you're going to look for somebody for a team you're on next season. But it is.
It's-
I mean, demos are great tactics. Oh, good
Speaking
play
of-
here by Jed. Real smart to take it easy. The Hydra tie it up. They are not done yet.
No need to demo them whenever you can just beat them. It's
That's
that
it.
simple.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. That was great. Good play, and Jed take it. You know, Jed didn't overreact there. Took his time, said, I got to get control of this ball and get it in as quick as I can and safely. And a mistake there by the Warlocks. Nobody going for the kickoff. And again, Jed just kind of goes for that ball, but unfortunately a little bit high. Humble knocks that ball up. Brisk is up in the air. Great save by Jed Taryn. And this player didn't have a lot of points in the last couple of games, but now opening it up, carrying Reflect, just playing off his rocker. Great play by the Hydra. Looking to hopefully take a lead here. They want to say, you know what, we're not ready to lose yet, and we definitely don't want to get 3 out here on stream.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start it, especially after the talk of the look at the aerial card controller.
Wow.
That was spectacular.
I don't even think I look that good, so, you know.
I mean, if we're talking about car control, I definitely don't. Otherwise, I can't, speak for anybody else. Yeah, that was some great car control. That was a great dunk. Is it just in?
Oh no.
The best
You know what?
defender in the game.
What a save by Jed as Brisk tries to nail that one home, and Jed just says, nope, not happening. We want this one for sure. Oh, Jed jumps over it. Brisk now, or Humble, sorry, grabs that ball, puts it up in the air, looking for a second touch, up and over, Reflect, and what a beautiful goal as Humble regains the lead for the Warlocks. Wow.
And as tightly contested as these games have been, like, I don't want to say it, but the defense on both sides has been well, so a 1-goal lead is massive.
It is huge. And I mean, talking about defense, I mean, Jed has had some fantastic defensive performances tonight. So to see the Warlocks get in and who was scored on, and that was Reflect, part of me wonders if Jed was back, would that one have gone in or not? And I'm not saying he was out of place. He was definitely rotating. It's just, Reflect so far has been carrying the game, but this one, Jed is like, no, I got this.
Yeah, it's just, I think if they both get activated at the same game, then we'll probably start to see a different tune here. Probably see something closer to that first game again. Oh, I thought he was trying to go for the team pinch. I was about to lose my mind.
I love team pinches. I like them almost as much as I like bumps and demos.
The only thing I like better than team pinches is the lead blocker bump play. Oh, Jed, there's the own goal.
There it is. There it is.
He just said, you know what? Hashtag Maple.
Hashtag Maple. Oh, love the hashtag Maple call out, buddy. That is awesome. Listen, today was a rough day. I started out real well, almost up to Champ 2 in Snow Day, which is great. And then all of a sudden we start playing other games and other modes, and it's just like I couldn't stop own goal. I think one game we lost by 3, and I own goal 4 times or something ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Bad.
As the clock winds down, my friends, this game is going to go in favor of the Warlocks, going to complete the sweep and take out the trash. Man, Warlocks winning this series handedly, 3-0. Once again, 9 shots to 4. Sinful, wow, what a game.
Yeah, that is an absolute insane sweep coming out of, statistically, shouldn't have been a thing, but it was. They came out and went from 3rd to 1st in their division with that single series, which is absolutely insane.
It really is, actually. And I'm surprised because the 3-0 sweep in this series doesn't reflect the play that we saw, because I know that the Hydra, unfortunately they lose like this, but they actually played quite well. I was quite impressed with how they were playing. They had some great opportunities, specifically game 1 and game 3. I think in game 2 they just maybe were overwhelmed, but I actually thought that they had quite the opportunity here in game number 3 to at least take one game off the other team.
Yeah, it was definitely, the games were closer than the record will show.
Yes, yeah,
100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you just look at the 3-0, it will never tell you the true story of how these games went. which, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of surprising that I'm saying that because I would take every chance to trash talk people, but they played well. They really did. There was some, normal expected errors that you're going to see at this level, but that's what they're doing. They're here to get better, expand their mechanics. Unless you're Brisk, then you expand it anymore. We're sending you up straight to Expert League. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want all of that, man. That was pretty impressive.